All right. I'm also going to leave the microphone a little bit farther back today.
Okay.
Because you said I was loud.
No, just when you drink and you cough.
Okay, we are live and we have a picture.
Hello, everybody.
Good morning. We were trying Donna a little farther back from the microphone today. Apparently I am loud and we're going to just try to avoid some extra background noise. Book Lover is here.
Hello, book lover.
Fi is here.
Hello.
We'll wait for a few more people. Wow, Gail's here early today.
Hey, Gail.
Gail says, may I humbly suggest drawing or painting Sabrina Carpenter for your next piece?
I will look them up. I don't know who they are.
Silly got into gouache painting because of you.
Oh, I hope you're enjoying it.
Not Bryn says hi. Velocichungus says howdy, friends.
Hello.
Sushmita is the last day of their exams and excited to catch a live.
Oh, fun.
Splunge says they're here on time.
Hello, Splunge.
Bethany's here.
Hello, Bethany.
Rar Kitty says hey from Amsterdam.
Hello.
Frankie Roth says hello.
How's everybody?
Dalton says good morning. Oliver Twisted said hello. You're one of my favorite artists, and I'm happy to be able to catch one of your lives finally.
I'm happy you're here too.
Candace B says good morning. Beanie Art says hi. Leon says coffee just isn't hitting this morning.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I feel that. Some days it doesn't hit. The Ketchup Master. I missed the other two streams this week, but I'm homesick so I can finally be on time.
Oh, I hope you feel better.
Ellen's here and says good morning.
Hey, Ellen. So, yesterday, I did a live on TikTok, which I hadn't done in about a year. And it was so fun because I got to play music. And Donna and I were really...
We missed it.
We missed it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I know some of you don't have TikTok, but I don't think I can... I know I can't play music because YouTube cuts the lives because of copyright. But I wonder if I take off any kind of monetization off of it, if I can do it here. Otherwise, I might start doing some lives on TikTok once a week instead of here. So we're going to consider it.
Yeah. Hudson's posters came in. They're beautiful, and they started the guild coloring page.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Diana's exams are finally over.
I think as of last night, there were only 13 Medusa posters left. So if you were holding off buying the posters and you wanted a Medusa, I think if you don't buy one today, they will be gone forever. Just a heads up.
Good afternoon from England. Let's see. Are you making a new hair journal?
This is inspired by the hair journal. It was a scrap piece of paper. Mm-hmm. And I just was doodling on it in gouache. Yeah. That's really all it was.
Let's see.
But it was inspired by the lesbian page.
The tea of the day is the Harrods Knightsbridge blend today. I'm pretty consistent about that. Mushroom Goddess says hi. Got their posters a week ago and hung them today and loves them.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Aussie says, hey, Scott, I absolutely love your videos. You've gotten me through art blocks so many times. I'm grateful for you.
Oh, thank you.
Fried Lettuce started drawing because of you.
Thank you.
JJ wants to know what brand of gouache you're using.
I'm using Winsor & Newton. My watercolors and my gouache are Winsor & Newton, which is a very good brand. I have not tried all of the brands. I don't know why I started off with Winsor & Newton, but that's what I started using.
I'd probably recommend it to you by school.
Maybe I was wondering. I was thinking in my head maybe maybe my Uncle Ray used it, or
I don't know. You should ask your mom.
yeah, I don't know if she would remember what kind of brand that he used, but
You know, Diane would know.
yeah,
You
that's
should
true.
email Diane. She would know.
I mean, he was more of an acrylic.
Artist.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's see. Sanjana says, hi, you inspire me so freaking much to not be afraid mostly and just keep doing what I love. Thank you so, so, so much. By the way, I'm from Kolkata, West Bengal, India.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Let's see. Hugs from Brazil. It's evening
Hugs.
in India. Let's see. Candace just woke up and was excited to see the stream. I love your art, and I think when I'm older, I want to go to art school, mostly because of you. You've taught me so much. Thank you.
Oh, that's great.
Alana says hello from Florida.
Hello.
Bethany says the live stream will be cut if you play music, monetized or not.
Oh, really? Okay.
Let's see. Oh, Lily's still sick and had to skip camp today. I'm sorry. Let's see.
See,
Trang says your live is great. You are why I'm still painting.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to try some Payne's Gray. Let's see what Payne's Gray looks like.
Dalton, blow dryers will eventually break down. Scott has stolen 2 or 3 from me over the years.
Yeah.
Just depends on how much paint.
Just like
gets
anything
on
made these days, they're not really made to last.
Lana, you're very sweet. No, I have not thought about dubbing audiobooks.
All right, I'm gonna
Scott is.
blow
She
dryer.
says your works are incredible. Hold on a second. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, good, Colleen. You're feeling better. There's a very virulent cold going around this summer. One of our boys had it. It was down for a week. A lot of people have said that this summer cold that's going around is really bad.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm not.
see.
I don't know if this is. See, it's coming out shiny again. Gosh, part of me is going. Should I go and grab some acrylic wash and see?
Isn't that going to be shiny?
No, acrylic wash is matte.
Which one's the one that always turns out shiny when you put it on top of another black?
That is my zebra brush pen. When I put it over stuff, sometimes that's what happened with the Gothic vampire.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
All right,
Scott has tried drawing manga and anime.
we got
Let's see.
my. You know, it's a terrible sheet, like terry, like you can tear it, not terrible. So I don't know why I keep
Is that the
these.
last one?
No, I got like tons of them.
Oh, okay.
But I never really use it.
No, I saw the bottom.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
thought,
so I'm going
do
to try
you
this
need it?
deep violet and see if it's just, I need it to be as dark as the indigo pencil. I'm going to do just a little, can you guys see that?
Let's see. Yep, we can.
Okay.
Doesn't look very violet from here, but
Yeah, it looks like it might be lighter actually.
don't let it drip down the paper.
There it is. No, it's a little dot. It'll be okay.
Let's see. Hi, Scott. I use my Prismacolor pencils over acrylic paint, but I'm curious how it works on gouache. Does one work better than the other or the same?
Well, these are Prismacolors on top. They're good. The thing about Prismacolors is they have a little bit of a shine to them, so it's obvious where the Prismacolor is compared to the gouache, because gouache is a matte texture. But if you don't mind the difference between glossy and matte, then it is nice. I do use them from time to time. I'll use them for little highlights and more graphical things. Blow dryer.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah, it looks like it's the same as the violet that I already had. So if I
Tadashi says hi.
hello Tadashi, add a little bit of black to it maybe,
Let's see.
and see.
Nika says, hi there, my comfort YouTubers. Streaming minutes before I'm writing an exam. Oh, good luck on your exam. You got
Hello.
this.
All right, so this is black and violet. You see I mixed them?
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look.
What is black and violet mixed going to do for that?
Just hopefully just make the violet a little darker.
Anna says, that's a beautiful painting. I could never paint so well. I love your work. I would be so happy if you painted historical figures. You're such a good painter.
Thank you. I have, and yes, you can paint this well. I've just got a bit more practice than you, that's all. All right, blow dryer.
Frankie Roth says, my son lost his first tooth this morning. That's so cute. I remember those days.
Oh, congratulations, Frankie, to your kiddo. All right, I think this might work.
Let's see. Do you have any advice on how to balance out my education and my art at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, you don't need an art degree to be an artist. So if you have an education in something that you can make a living on, support your family or support yourself in, I personally say do that and just make art for you. But that's a 55-year-old me going, I had no other prospects. I had no other skills that I could do. And, you know, it's not easy being an artist. And also, no one in my 55 years has asked me for my degree or what school I went to or anything like that to get work. They just looked at your portfolio. So I think art schools and whatnot are great, but if you have the ability, like say you're good at accounting or engineering or something like that, take it.
It's very hard to get work.
It is.
Very hard to get work. Okay. Can we get more journaling with Donna Lives? You're funny. Very sweet of you. And we'll see. How's that? We will do our best. Scott, do you have any tips about the Loomis method? If not, that's okay.
I've never done the Loomis method. I think maybe Prokop did. But
What's the Loomis method again?
it's just a book. It's just Andrew Loomis was an artist, and he wrote a book. It's kind of it's the like the I forget the anatomy book that the artist for that was like it's just everybody. There's always artists who write book like John Buscema and Stan Lee did How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way kind of thing, that kind of thing, and it's just wasn't really my thing.
I edit. Says I love your art style and you inspire me to pick up my pencil and draw. Autumn bought a few prints and really wants to do a master copy of one of the hair journal pages. I love your work.
I would be honored.
Let's see. Do you ever draw yourself as a character in your drawings?
Accidentally, I did in the guild. I think the what was it? Was it an orc or something or?
I don't remember. You were green.
The one with the glasses.
I know, you were green. Let's see. I started watching you a few years ago, and I have improved so much because of you. Thank you. That's Parveen.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Hudson says, everyone's been getting sick. I'm sick too, and my grandmother was last week. Yeah, it's a summer cold thing, yeah. Let's see. I love your art. I'm so glad I got to see you in my messages. You guys should start a color of the week and make art out of shades of that color. That's Candice.
That's cute.
Let's see. Betty says, good morning from England. I was wondering if I could make a video of a poster of yours I received. I'll give full credit, not stealing. Just
of course. You're absolutely welcome to. And thank you.
Dark Snowfication's daughter's recovering too. She was tested for everything, no clue what she has, just pitiful.
No.
Yeah, it's just some weird, funky thing going around this summer, I think. Yeah. Lots of people saying hello.
Hello.
Someone says, this is my first time commenting on a live, and I want to ask, what type of hair do you love drawing the most? And what do you love most about journaling, Donna? Oh, go ahead.
What kind of hair do I love drawing the most? I like Afro textured hair. I also like hair like this too. I don't think I have a preference. I just it's kind of like saying kind of food do you like the most? Sometimes you're in a pizza mood, sometimes you're in a
Tacos.
soup mood or a taco mood or whatever.
Italian.
So I think it's really, for me, it's just what mood am I in at that moment. Okay, so I'm going to come back in with the
Let's see.
purple.
What do I love most about journaling? I just like to write. I started writing in March of 2020, and I haven't stopped, and I just really love it. I don't know. I just like writing. Lots of people are getting the posters in. Made of Stars that got the Medusa and Gothic Vampire in the mail and hung them up immediately. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's great.
He is using gouache right now on Arch's hot press paper. Wait, are you using gouache or acrylic gouache right now?
No, this is back to gouache.
You're back to regular gouache.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, this painting's taken a whole long time, but usually Scott does a painting in the 90 minutes that we're here.
Yeah,
live.
usually like the hair journal and whatnot, those were 90-minute, just little. I mean, they weren't little, but they were, they were. And so I usually try to work quick and small. Every once in a while, I'll do something larger like the Guild or the Gothic Vampire, the Dragon and the Centaur. But this one was just a scrap piece of paper. It's 30 inches by 7 inches. And I just thought I would just play around. And this has really just been a chance for me. Sometimes it's really fun to just noodle a piece. And when I say noodle, it means I think I'm going to see what would happen if I do this with the hair. Or I'm going to do that with the hair. And rather than thinking about it, I'm just doing it. And if I don't like it, I could throw it away. So far, I haven't thrown it away. This is my 5th live. So we've worked on it about 6.5 hours now. And
yeah,
it's fun. It's fun to just have a piece and noodle. Now, if you're doing content, if you like, hey, I want to be a YouTuber and I want to make content, I don't think it's good to work on the same piece for too long. It didn't really hurt me with the Gothic Vampire, the Dragon and Centaur, and the Guild, but I wouldn't do that too often because you need to create content. But I'm kind of taking a break.
Let's see. Drawing Things says, love your art, Scott. I hope you are having a great, I'm assuming wonderful day.
Thank you.
This person says hello from The Hague.
Oh, The Hague is where, there's a restaurant, forget the name of it, that somebody did a portrait. They asked permission to take this and turn it into a mural. And there's on the side of a restaurant, that portrait is there. And I need to come to The Hague and come see.
Fi says, I want to start trying mixed medium artwork, but I don't know what medium works best with watercolor since it's the one I'm most comfortable in. Any recommendations?
Okay, what was the first part?
I want to start trying mixed medium artwork, but I don't know what medium works best with watercolor.
Gouache is what I'm using right now. Works good with watercolor. It's just more opaque. Colored pencils, ink. I use pen. You can find all of those on my website under my art supplies. But this is ink and watercolors. There's also concentrated inks are nice. Concentrated watercolors are nice. Um, but yeah, colored pencils are good.
Let's see. Um, Kim, I am probably not the best person to ask about a rose blend of tea because I don't typically like flavored teas like at all. I just like plain black tea. I know there are people who would like it. They make lots and lots of different flavors of tea, but I am just not one of those people that enjoys any kind of flavors. So I know I'm kind of weird. I don't even put milk or sugar in my tea, so probably not the best person to ask about that one. Let's see. Have you ever played Dungeons and Dragons?
When back when it first came out, like in the '80s, I was in junior high.
Oh, Gail's car died.
Oh,
Yeah, bought it just before our son was born. Transmission's kaput. Only 96,000 miles on it, and it's 18 years old.
jeez.
She says, I'm finding myself surprisingly a little sad about it. I always beat my cars up. And they had yeah, that seems a little young to be dying with mileage. I'm sorry, Gail. Drawing things says, Scott, I love how you help all the little art babies, including me.
Oh, my pleasure.
Let's
So
see.
you see the little dots of the lighter purple are kind of helping blend the the darks with the lights, and I hope that'll be nice.
Let's see. Dennis says, on one of your streams, you had a friend who has a cup with Gaston and the animator Andreas Deja and also did animation and design.
Yeah, that was a couple Saturdays ago. It was my friend Steven, and he picked up the Gaston mug from Disney World when he was there, and he uses that for his water, I think.
Joe wants to know how often you draw. Every day, once a day, etc.
Um, it really depends. You know, there's some days where I draw, some days where I don't. It really depends. I like days where I draw more because I like to create. But you know, at my age, you don't have to draw every day. Like I don't feel like I'm um, losing any kind of momentum if I don't draw. But I draw because I love to make art, and so there's a bit of a sadness if I go too long without drawing.
I can attest to that. You get a general malaise.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is the thing you struggle the most to draw?
Hands and feet.
Let's see. Any tips for bigger portrait? Oh, for portraits, a portrait beginner.
Um, get reference. Don't try to draw it out of your head. If you are trying to make it look like somebody, try the grid method or just try tracing it.
Pink-haired girl says, you are the best person alive.
You are too kind. Thank you, pink-haired girl.
Mythic Phoenix is here and says the colors on this are stunning. Hi, friend.
Hey,
How
Mythic
are you?
Phoenix.
Long time no see. How is your show circuit this summer? I hope it's all going really well. The King of Demons got the Medusa and lesbian posters and loves them.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. Do you have any tips for starting out with making short form content? I'm trying to build an audience, but I find it really difficult to film my process.
It's tough. You really have to make content every day. And to do that, I say don't try to do large pieces. Try to think of what can you do in an hour and do content on that. Try to find the story in there. Try to find what are you trying to convey through your art in that hour.
Scott, I loved your guild painting and the same for the dragon and centaur and gothic vampire, and I honestly would love seeing you make more large pieces.
Well, thank you. I don't know if that's going to happen as we're supposed to start our movie in September, but I'll never say never. I did enjoy making those.
Let's see. I've only ever done line art and tradition. I've only ever done line art and traditional art with pencils, and I want to know if I should branch out and try something different. That is the Ketchup Master.
Oh, only you can know if that's something that you should do. But if you are feeling like you kind of want to try something different, please do. You don't. I don't think it's healthy for artists to stick with the same medium all the time. I just don't.
Let's see. When you use markers, do you prefer brush tip or bullet tip?
For the most part, I like the brush tips. Every once in a while, I'll never use the bullet tip. I like the chisel. So if I have my choice of markers, I like it to be brush on one side and chisel on the other.
Marissa is going to their aunt's house tomorrow. That sounds like
I'll
fun.
have fun.
And Callista says hello from Vermont.
Hello.
And Ellie Park says second time watching alive.
Welcome back.
Hi Scott, you look nice.
Thank you very much.
That's Vibe Wings. Hudson says, I think the large paintings worked well for your channel because you already built a following and people were invested. For someone just starting out, though, I don't see that working.
Yeah, I think it could be very difficult. I've seen artists on TikTok who keep posting the same piece of art that they're working on as a large piece over and over and over again. And one time it'll go viral, but for the rest of the time it's like, okay, I've seen this piece before, you know. And it's tough because,
especially if they work slow.
Yeah, but most artists are, work on larger pieces. And that was the thing I realized was, okay, I have to come up with new art every day to make it worth people following me.
Okay. Let's see. Do you have any tips for inputting the different colors in the skin? I always color skin in a flat color. I like the way you color skin, so I'd like to try experimenting with color more.
Yes,
Ruth.
Thank you, Ruth. There is a video. I think it's please don't ask me to, or don't trust me with my skin color or something like that. But I came out with it maybe about 2 months ago. But go under my videos, under the more recent ones, and you should see it. And I would look at that, and we talk a little bit, I think, about color theory. Blow dryer.
Hold on. Go ahead. This person says, have you used a colored pencil as watercolor? This question sounds very stupid. It doesn't, because there are watercolor pencils.
Yeah, there are watercolor pencils. I've tried them before. Not really a fan of them, but I have tried them.
Let's see. Red Hearts wants to thank you for telling them what art is about. I felt much more motivated after seeing the short of enjoying the process of art than the finished result.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's really the key, is just enjoying the making of the art. I mean, look, we all want our art to be beautiful. We want to make art that is meaningful and beautiful, but it doesn't come instantly. And if you're not enjoying the getting there, I don't think you'll ever reach that point. You have to really enjoy making art to get to that point to where you get to that point where people love your art.
We can see you in the side of the screen. Do you want me to pan in a little bit more? I can see you over here. Didn't know what you want.
That's fine. That's fine. Is that better?
Yeah, it's fine with me. You're not bothering me. I'm just asking
Is it
you.
my head or my shirt?
Your shirt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes, for those of you that want to know, it's a Kiss t-shirt. He is not wearing a hat, and he is not wearing a button-up shirt.
All right, blow dryer.
Hold on. And no, he has never used the Walmart watercolors. Ooh, hello from Newfoundland. Well, hello back. We have someone here from Newfoundland today.
Welcome.
This person says, hi from the Midwest. I'm trying to get back into painting, and I was wondering if the brand Royal and Langnickel is any good.
I don't think I've ever heard of them. That's not to say that they're not good. I just don't know if I've heard of them. They don't sound familiar.
You've never used Walmart watercolors. I know that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lezeus says, yesterday we went to a botanical garden and I got to make some plant sketches with markers.
That's great.
That sounds like fun. Let's see. The chat jumped again. I hate it when it does that. Let's see. Love your drawing style from India.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see.
All right, let us blend the hair.
First time catching a live while I do some practice on my tablet. That's Mr. Cool.
That's cool, Mr. Cool.
Kristen says, I can't do the watercolor technique I want to do, dry on dry, because I can't afford a hairdryer. What's a cheaper way to use this technique?
Well, I do wet on dry. Watercolor dry on dry, you're talking just taking it straight from the tube. You might as well try, because it's going to be very opaque. So you might as well just try gouache. And if you're on a budget, try the Hemi gouache. Might be better for you than trying to do dry on dry with watercolor. You really need to add some water to the watercolor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Gail, I get it. It's the years, not the... Yeah, not worth it at that point. Amanda, I love the grid method. I did a charcoal portrait of my baby cousin with it a while ago, and it's probably one of the best portraits I've ever made.
Yeah. And remember, the masters would use the grid method too. They would use reference, everything. So don't let people tell you that using reference or tracing or any kind of thing is not art. It's literally it's how the Sistine Chapel was made, you know?
What color of colored pencil do you use to sketch?
Oh, I like dark purple and white.
And they're Prismacolor.
And they're Prismacolors, yeah.
There's two lists on the website. There's a list of art supplies that Scott uses on a regular basis, and there's a list of art supplies he's tried with links to videos showing him trying those art supplies. That might help you, Ryonim, with the colored pencil question. Any suggestions for landscapes from reference, or even how to search YouTube for that? That's Jamie.
I don't really have any tips on how to search YouTube, but I did do a video on like perspective and breaking things down into Legos. That is a short. I would look at that.
Okay. And Ryan's here and says hello and good morning.
Hey Ryan.
How are you, friend? How was your trip with your friends? MRB says, hey Scott, for your videos, my favorite have to be when you go out in the world and just draw what you see. They give me so much inspiration, and I would love to see you do more.
I would love to as well. We're hoping to get out and do that. We've been kind of stuck. Yeah. So, yeah, hopefully we can get out of here soon.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite time period to draw from? I notice you draw a lot of medieval pieces, but you also did the decade alphabets.
I like fantasy, and obviously that's not a time period. That's like a genre.
Mm-hmm.
I love the pre-Raphaelite kind of thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's I like stuff that's out of the imagination if I can.
The lives usually go for 90 minutes. We've been on for about 35 minutes, so you got another 55 minutes. Stella says, hi, I'm attempting realism at the moment and would like to know if I should use photo references because I've been told by others that it limits my creativity and that it looks bland.
Nope.
Advice.
You should 100% use photo reference. It does not limit your creativity. It enhances your creativity.
Yeah.
This is with photo references. These are with photo references. This is with photo reference. The Gothic Vampire was photo reference.
And all the
Photo
masters.
reference.
All the masters.
Yeah, all the masters, whether it be Michelangelo's David had reference, Mona Lisa had reference. They had a model. So no, it does not in any way limit creativity. That's just high school students giving you bad advice. Please don't listen to them.
Let's see. Drawing thing, there is a video, Everything I Know About Markers, that will give you all the tips you could ever want, including ones about ohuhus. Letitia, I bought a couple of your posters and stickers the 1st of July, and I love the ones that arrived. I still didn't receive the big posters, though. I'm excited to see them.
Oh, that's great.
They are on their way.
Please tell me you got a confirmation.
Yeah,
when
you
you
should
order,
have
you get a
gotten-
confirmation email so you can track it.
And you should also have your tracking information that you'll get an email with tracking information as well. But the Postal Service is taking a very long time with some things. People are finding that it could take up to a month for packages to arrive. And if you're out of the country, it takes longer.
They also had some technical problems with the computers and stuff too, so that I'm sure is...
Yeah, they did. They did for sure. So just give it time. A lot of times also they don't scan things, which is what we're finding. So let's see. If you have to go because you can only stay for 30 minutes, that is so fine.
Yeah.
You're okay.
We will miss you.
What is your favorite thing to draw?
Hair. I'm in my happy place right now. I feel a little bad when I do something like this because I feel like, oh, this is, very slow going and I keep going over the same spots and whatnot. But I'm just doing this for me, for fun.
A lot of you are asking about different mediums and what you should use to paint with and what you should use to draw with and things like that. And that's whatever makes you want to draw or paint.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
you could be
it.
working in cardboard. You could be working with Crayola. It doesn't matter so long as it makes you happy.
Yep.
Now, if you're saying, I want to become a professional, I would say don't work with Crayola. Eventually, but use it to learn. Mm-hmm. But right now, the only thing you need to get better is pencil and paper. Mm-hmm. Just get good at drawing. And then the rest of it you can figure out as you have the means.
Yep. And it's all good. Let's see. I don't know what that is. Dalton wants to know if you've seen the Rings of Power.
I did. Our friend Bear McCreary did the score for it.
Did you like it? Is it any good?
We did. It was okay. I think Bear said the second season is way better. So
yeah,
let's see. I trust Bear.
I would definitely trust him. Let's see. Ryan's trip was great. It was hot and the lake was warm. Came home to an air-conditioned house. Now I'm cold.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's funny. Donna, I hear you drink tea. What kind of cup do you drink from? Do you have a favorite one? I do have a favorite cup. It is a bone china mug that I got from Disney World. And I've had it for, I don't know, 8, 9.
Was it
over
the one
last
from
10 years?
from Epcot from the?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Yes. Yeah, it's been a long. I've had it for a long time. But yeah, tea tastes better in a bone china mug. If anybody's curious, and I did a head-to-head at one point. I did a china mug and another mug. So
I'm just trying to work out this transition from afro textured hair to blue straight silky hair. So I'm trying to make it feel a little bit more.
Stardust. There's a book that Scott recommends for drawing anatomy, and it is in the resources section under books. Prime Initiative says, "Hey Scott, do you have any advice on shading and color? I can draw fairly well, but shading and color is my downfall."
I would draw from life. There's a playlist I did called Draw Everything Every Day. Try that and see if that helps you.
Let's
Add a little more
see.
purple here because I got the purple from her hair.
Doing art and watching your streams has really helped me do something with my free time during the summer because I can't go outside or otherwise I will melt in the heat. That's OG. Who is your favorite person to draw?
My wife.
What have you never tried? Also, you're great and I'm drawing and it's not going well. That's Isabel.
What have you tried?
Never tried.
Oh, never tried. There's a lot I've never tried. If we're talking art, I've never tried doing a tattoo. I wouldn't want to either.
Yeah, but people have used your
They've used my
art for
art, yeah,
tattoos
but
before.
I didn't. I wasn't the one putting ink onto skin.
Yeah. Let's see. Mythic Phoenix says, "I'm a big advocate of making self-indulgent art. If you're happy with what you're making, that shows in the final product."
I hope so. And not every piece is supposed to be a masterpiece. So this is not supposed to be a masterpiece. This is just a practice piece.
And you're enjoying it.
I am. I'm just kind of it's like if I was drawing a car and I was enjoying just sitting and noodling the grill of the car. Even though, say, maybe it's like, oh, I'm never going to do anything with this, but I just really wanted to just sit and just draw all the little pieces in the grill of the car or something, or all the little treads on the tires.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. That's kind of how I feel right now with this.
Let's see. Sacred Soul says, "Hi Scott, hi Donna, love from Texas. I'd love to make more dynamic backgrounds, but I struggle with drawing scenery. Any tips to practicing scenery or any ideas for alternatives aside from flat color?"
I just mentioned this, but I had a short that I did on perspective and breaking things down into Legos. But as far as color goes, I would look up James Gurney. Watch James Gurney's videos. Gurney. He's got a YouTube channel, and his stuff is amazing. And that's the best I could say. Is you're gonna love it.
We have a couple of friends who are scanning their tracking for their posters, and the tracking changed. I wish I could do something about that. All I can say is just keep watching. And a lot of times what even happens with me when I order things is the tracking will be following something along and then it will just stop with USPS. And then like a day later, things just magically appear in the mailbox.
Yeah.
They have been absolutely horrible about scanning things from one place to another place to another place.
Blow dry.
They've just been horrible. So there's nothing we can do about it. Once we take them to the post office, it's completely out of our hands, and I wish we could. I wish we could do something about that, but we can't. My chat jumped, and Gremlin had another question, so hold on.
Can you zoom out so that way people can see this a little more?
I can. In a second. That's in. You're out as far as you're going to go. That's 90.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're at 90. That's as far as it is. Let's see. Hold on. Let me.
Well, you know what I can do?
Gremlin says, Scott, I have another question. If you don't mind me asking, how do you draw backgrounds? I noticed you always have these bright patterns on backgrounds that work perfectly with the piece.
I use stencils, and that's how I do that.
What are you doing? That actually might work a little bit better. I can zoom in a little bit too. Oh, hold on, you're muted. Hold on. Sorry, go ahead.
But you can see here
Where's the here you're pointing to?
where my hand is.
No, I cannot see where your hand is. Now I can see where your hand is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but as far as the stencils, I just what I do is I do the background color was this lighter teal, and then I come in and I fill in the darker. So when I'm doing watercolors, you always do the lighter color first and then the darker color.
But now that you're using gouache.
Now I'm doing gouache. It doesn't really matter. I could do either or. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do for that.
Not Bryn would like to know how you sharpen the pencil crayon blending stick thingy.
Pencil crayon blending stick thingy.
I'm assuming it's the blender.
The blending stick for the
For pencils?
when I do pencils, you don't. I mean, there might be people who know how to do it, but I don't. You just use it, and then when it's unusable, and it's usually unusable once it has it's just got too much pencil graphite on it. But and then you just go grab another one.
Do you like Pokemon?
I've never gotten into Pokemon, no.
Do you have any tips for blending with paints? Should I use a dry brush?
It depends on the medium. What medium?
Sushmita would like to know if you can suggest a couple of good mechanical pencils under $12.
The one you got me is not $12, was it? It was like 20?
It was like $15.
All right.
Yeah.
The one that I've been using is not bad. Where is it?
I would recommend checking jetpens.com because they have, you could also check Blick. They have a wide variety of pencils.
Yeah.
Mechanical pencils. And,
It's what, a Kuratoga is the one I'm using?
Yeah, a Kuratoga.
Uni,
Yes.
it's the one with the Studio Ghibli stuff on it.
Which obviously
not
you
bad.
can't find right now.
Yeah.
It's buried on the desk. So there you go. Any advice on drawing animals from life? I went to the zoo yesterday and was struggling to draw the animals. They move so much.
Take a photo. Mm-hmm. Take a photo and reference your photo to get the drawing down.
Lula says, it's all about color and distribution of aroma. My favorite mug is also bone china, as big as my face. Also, happy Wednesday to you. There you go. Let's see. Tattoos must be scary. One mistake in that section of a person's arm is going to be looking weird. I don't blame you for not wanting to do tattoos.
Yeah, that is really rough.
Hania says, I really love your art. Can you please tell the best advice about art?
The best advice is to draw everything every day. Get comfortable with drawing everything you see and not drawing out of your head. The more you can train your hand and your eyes to work together, to draw what they see, to break things down into small shapes, simple shapes, I think the better artist you're going to be, because you'll be able to draw anything.
Okay. Yassified Hulk. There is a list of places that Scott looks for photo reference under the resources page on our website. Do you know anything about alcohol inks?
I don't know alcohol inks. I know alcohol markers, but I don't know what alcohol inks are.
Oh, Audis' my favorite mug is a strawberry mug that I thrifted.
Oh, that's great.
Sometimes you find the funnest things, and funnest is a word, I'm using it, in the most unexpected places. Have you ever carved art on wood or made art with wood? I'm really into Harry Potter, and I've started carving my own Harry Potter wands. That is Brett.
I don't think I have that I know of. We have a friend who does wood burning.
We do. Let's see. Ruth says, when you can't draw along because you finished your sketchbook. That's awesome,
that's
though.
a
You
great
finished
thing.
a sketchbook. Bethany's right. Congrats on finishing a whole sketchbook. I love that.
That is definitely worthy of celebration.
It is indeed. Let's see. Poor Nika failed their math exam. I'm so sorry.
Oh, been there, done that.
Oh, he has so many times. Retvika, I have a question. In my own work, I'm noticing elements of artists' work, including yours. I'm scared my own style isn't original enough. What can I do?
You can continue doing what you're doing because you're doing it right. If you saw the video, My Art is a Mosaic. If you haven't, go look. It's a short. Sorry. Go look at the short, My Art is a Mosaic. All artists. Nothing you're doing is original. Everything you're doing is based on the artist that you admire, the things in life that you've taken little bits of. It's called stealing like an artist, and it's how we come up with our style. Your style is the amalgamation of other little bits of other artists that you've put into your work.
Yeah. Okay, people are saying that you can sand down the blending stick with a nail file or sandpaper, and that will
Prolong its life a little bit.
Yep. All of the stuff that Scott uses, all of the art supplies he uses, including the pencil extender, Shelby, are on the resources page of the website. But I think you got those at Blick.
The pencil extenders? I think so, yeah.
I think those were at Blick.
Yeah, they're really good. They're by Derwent.
They save your pencils for sure.
Yeah, and they're really light.
I've used them too.
Yeah, I wish we had those when I was doing colored pencils.
Okay. What is the concept for this piece?
It was just a chance for me to draw some hair, really. And it's based off of, or the inspiration was this other piece I had done a couple years ago. I just thought I would try it again, but with gouache. But it's just an excuse for me to draw hair.
Okay, I feel really bad for Dennis and I'm really mad at their art teacher. But Dennis says, what advice do you have to start drawing again? Because my art teacher said there is no point for me because I don't improve. And now I want to start again, but she gave me block to draw and won't improve.
I did a video or short where I drew Mitski and I talked about bad art teachers. You just got a bad art teacher. It's like you had a bad friendship. That doesn't mean that all friendships are bad. It doesn't mean all art teachers are bad. Some art teachers you just don't get along with, or they just don't have a good teaching style. But the thing is and you're gonna get this in life, is there are going to be people who are going to give you bad advice.
Yes.
And you have to learn to forge your own way and take the good advice and forget the bad advice.
Yeah.
You can make every success story, every Van Gogh, not that Van Gogh was a success, but he is now, but every Van Gogh, every Mozart, every Anthony Hopkins or Meryl Streep, anybody in any kind of Jane Austen, whatever, was told that they are not good, was told that they should give it up. Everybody. Because there's always some idiot who feels that they know better than everybody else, or that they are the deciding factor, or whatever. You have to have in your mind that mindset of, you don't get to tell me what my fate is. I get to decide my fate. I get to choose whether I'm going to be an artist or not. Not you, not anybody else. And your success is up to you. What you feel is successful. If you make art that makes one person happy, that's it. You're good. You're good. If you make art that makes a bunch of people happy, fantastic. If you become an art teacher, if you become someone who's a storyteller who makes comic books or comic strips, and that changes the world and makes it. I mean, look at Picasso's work.
Oh boy.
Would any art teacher? I mean, granted, his art was originally very traditional, and I'm sure his art teachers were, yes, this is the way art should be. And then he went and became Picasso. But you look at, there was a XTC, I think, or I forget the name of the web comic, but it was just stick drawings, and it was a wildly popular web comic, and it was just stick drawings. There is examples throughout history of people who were told that their work was not good, and they just kept going because it made them happy. They believed in themselves. You just need to make art for you, not for your art teacher, not for critics. Make art because it makes you happy. And if it doesn't make you happy, don't make art, or make different art. But don't ever, in anything that you want to do, let anybody talk you out of doing something that makes you happy. Do it. Please.
Nope. Okay, there is a short on perspective. What is it called?
Something about Legos. Just look up Lego and Saba.
Okay.
And you should be able to find it.
So AIX, try that.
Lego perspective, I think. I don't know.
Starting a career in art. There's a video on that.
There's a video on, should I make art a career?
Okay, you can check that out. Let's see. What method did you use to draw the face?
I used photo reference. I drew an oval, drew the line across it to find the center of the face, and then I kept redrawing it till I was happy with it. It did not come out right the first time, or the second time, or the third time, and I've been doing this for 40-something years. So there's no surefire way. The only surefire way, of course, is tracing. And tracing is totally a valid way of doing it.
That goes to Marissa's. Is it okay to trace for practice?
It's okay to trace professionally.
Yep.
Tracing professionally is something we all do. All professionals, when they have a job and it says, hey, you've got to make this look like this person, you trace it. The art directors don't care. The fans don't care. No one cares if you traced it, because tracing is a tool that we use.
And if it has to look like the person it has to look like, then do it.
You use the tool that helps you.
Yep. Shelby says, hi, could you maybe do a collaboration with an autistic artist or a painting to support the autistic community?
Yes. I mean, I'm autistic, but I'm sure I've been working with other autistic artists, but I will see if I could do that a little more if you'd like.
Let's see. We did that one. Lainey Boyle, there is a video called Everything I Know About Watercolor.
Excuse me a second.
Everything okay?
It was rich.
Scott is not going to be doing the 70s music alphabet right now.
Yeah, we're in pre-production for our film, so
Yeah. Ryan says, oh, the chat jumped again. Hold on, I want to read Ryan's comment. Let me go back here.
well, I think that's a pretty good transition. What do you guys think? It's starting to come out okay.
Yeah, I like it. Ryan says, bad art teachers make me angry. You might find there are teachers that took an art position with little to no experience. Most artists understand that art is just a lot of practice and hard work.
Yeah.
Brazen Hearted put in YouTube tutorials on watercolor. Thank you for posting those. That's awesome.
Oh, great. You see how the paper is bent?
Yeah, it's
So
bowing a little bit.
Yeah, it's rocking back and forth. So.
There are no videos on drawing and coloring on fabric that I am aware of.
No.
Lula from the Tea Foundry says, if you wouldn't give up because some random person on the street said to give up your art, why would you give up if anybody else says it? Follow your heart, especially if it makes you happy. So very true. Priyam Veda says, I love listening to you. I just want to say thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. And thank you for listening.
Have you thought about drawing jewelry in the painting for practice, I mean?
Not on this, no, but practice is always good.
Let's see.
All right, let's move it this way. And I'm going to blow dry.
Phoenix is starting high school. Any advice? Velocichungus, that's fine. And Scott never officially learned color theory.
Advice would be get into groups that you would enjoy. Try new things. Take an art class. Take get into a sport or
Find your
chess
people.
club. Yeah, find your people. Try new things too.
Crochet does count as art. We have several people friends of ours who are crochet artists. They're fiber art people. I don't even know how to ask this question, but hello, Scott. This probably really isn't what you're an expert in, but do you have an idea on how to split 1 3-minute animation for 3 people? I have a competition coming up.
1 3-minute animation
For 3 people.
for 3 people. You break it down into shots. So I'm assuming your animation isn't a single shot film. In other words, every time the camera cuts is a shot. So you have a close-up, you have a faraway shot, you have an action shot, you have, let's say your 3-minute video has 60 shots. Each person gets 20 shots to do. That's how I would do it. And you mix it up so that way not one person gets all of the close-ups. Unless you have someone who's really good at close-ups, someone who's really good at action, someone who's really good at camera movements or something like that. But as an art director, you would give people the shots that they're best at. But if you guys are all pretty much equal, then you just split them up as best as you can.
Scott does not work on Canvas. That is a Bethany Primrose question. And I know she has videos and she posted them there on Canvases.
Another thing you could do, going back to the animation thing because I'm just thinking about it, is if you have somebody, if you have like 3 characters, you break it up by character. So that way, each artist can, or animator can get really into the acting of that character.
Okay, let's address your ringtone. That was the Knight Rider theme.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Everybody's asking.
That was my cousin Rich.
They don't need to know who it is. They just wanted to know the theme.
Yeah.
It's fine. Let's see. Renzo says, hello, amazing art and channel. I would kindly like to ask, is it necessary to go to art school in order to make art a career? I am in doubt if I should pursue or not.
No, you absolutely don't need to take art, go to art school for a career. No one in my history has ever asked me for my degree or anything.
That's not true.
It is 100% true to get an art job.
Okay, for an art job, yes, but
If
for
you
a
let me
teaching
finish
job,
a sentence, I will,
you weren't getting there.
I was getting there because I know that any time I say that, you say that's not true.
Okay.
So Donna's referring to the one time I applied to a teaching job, and they're like, do you have a master's degree? I'm like, no. And they're like, then you can't do it. And I'm like, okay. But that wasn't an art job. That was a teaching job.
Do you plan on collaborating with any digital artists?
I did. I've collaborated with Rishi Draws, and I was supposed to collaborate with Sam Does Art, but he got really busy. But we both made videos where we drew each other.
Sombrero asks, Scott, do you have any advice on doing line art? The sketch looks good, but when I do line art, the drawing suddenly loses all the life it had.
There is a short I did on line art. You can take a look at that. I'm not really the best at it, but I did my best to explain at least my process. Hopefully that helps. But really, I would start tracing over your lines rather than so that way you don't ruin your if you're worried about ruining your line art, your pencils.
Making plushies is absolutely art.
Oh yeah.
What program did you use when you were an animator?
Oh, every program. We used Softimage, we used Maya, we used Alias, we used Lightwave, we used 3D Studio Max. I think I used 3D Studio Max the most, just as far as just years.
Have you ever drawn dinosaurs?
Oh yeah, there's a short from the drawing the national going to the zoo, and I look for the one with Betty the iguana.
Rhinoceros iguana.
Thank you.
Buster asks, what if one of the 3 people is an animator and 2 of them just know how to draw?
Then really you only have one animator. You know, you have them do the backgrounds, but you know they don't know acting, they don't know keyframing, they don't. I mean, if they need to learn on the project, then hey, do it and let them learn and have fun. But I don't think you're going to get graded because they don't know how to animate.
You would hope.
Yeah. But definitely give the best shots, the ones that need the most acting, not the most action, the ones that need the most acting, the ones that are the most powerful scenes to the animator.
Do you think you could make a bisexual poster?
The
hair journal piece.
Yeah, we
19.
did. Yes, we didn't get enough orders for the bisexual one. And as it is, we still have a lot of lesbians, hijabs, and the elves left over. But really what we did was we took which of the bookmarks sold, and that was what kind of, and Medusa and the trans were the 2 that sold the most.
Yeah.
And we sold out of those very quickly, and then when we made the posters, we're almost sold out of those.
But if you want that piece, there's a print of it. It looks like it's a bookmark size, and it's Hair Journal 19.
Oh yeah. It's and that's for sale.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see if I have it here.
Oh, you
Yeah,
have
here
the
it
whole
is.
stack. There it is.
Yeah, so that was the bisexual Viking,
Viking.
or the Viking.
There you go. Let's see. Freya Jones, there is a video on it's a short on finding my art style.
It's not called Finding My Art Style. It's just My Art is a Mosaic.
Right,
And it
but
is
I'm
a
saying
short.
it's
Yeah.
about finding your art
Yeah,
style.
yeah.
Okay. So there you go.
I was thinking about making a video of, how to find your art style. I think My Art is a Mosaic just kind of tells the story the best. But
Charlize, yes. If you put, all you have to do to get the buy one get one is put 2 posters in the cart, and it will automatically take the price of the lower priced item and make that free. So if you want 2 posters and you want the buy one get one, you put 2 posters in your cart. 1 of them will come up free. You want 4, 2 of them will come up free.
yeah,
That's how that works.
there are people who've done 8.
There's people who've done more than that.
Really?
Yeah, because I've rolled the posters and shipped them. Anjum would like you to try to paint forests or scenery with acrylic paint.
Oh gosh. I don't
Not
know
sure
if I would
that's
ever
gonna
do
happen.
that with acrylics. I'm not really a fan of acrylics. I don't even know if I would do it with gouache. And I like gouache.
Yeah. Let's see.
So, okay, I'm just going to...
Have we heard of Monty Python? That don't
Oh, yeah.
insult
No,
us, of course.
look, there's a playlist for, I think it's called Cutout Animations. And I did Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Mm-hmm. Jordan says, hi, Scott. I've been trying watercolors and loving it, but I can't find the set I bought anywhere on the internet, not on Amazon, not on the place I bought it from, not even on eBay. Is this normal?
Yeah. Sets.
They always
sets,
get rid of
especially
stuff.
if you got it like
Yeah.
on Amazon or something that's from China.
Yeah.
They just
cycle through 'em.
stop doing it. Yeah, they're really not. Don't get used to stuff like that.
I think that's why you buy. I mean, the professional watercolors. We go to the art store, and you can always find the colors that you need.
Yeah,
the
you
burnt
just
sienna
know.
and the magenta colors. Yeah, you know they'll be there. Yeah, the ones that you can buy on Amazon, they do not stick around. Let's see. Let's see. Buster says, thanks for the advice.
Absolutely my pleasure.
Lula says, I love that Viking so much. That and the Anime Explorer Gal are my favorite pieces I've seen you do in the lives over the years.
Oh, yeah, that one was fun. It's sitting in a sketchbook. I don't think anybody's ever going to see again because it's in a sketchbook.
What animated movies have you worked on as an animator?
The only animated movies I've worked on was my movie Animal Crackers. I've worked on animated series called Cyber 9 and NASCAR Racers. I was an animator in a couple live action Casper movies. I did the Ghosts, the Stretch, the one of Casper's uncles. And I did a lot of commercials, and I animated the Power Rangers for the live action TV show, things like that. But the only animated movie was my own.
Scott's favorite animal is a
Cheetah. Oh, and I should also say I wasn't actually an animator on that movie. I was the writer-director.
If you had to choose, what are your top 5 favorite pieces?
Ooh.
And no, we're not going to VidCon.
VidCon's over.
This person asked.
Oh. I like this piece. I like where is it? course, it's just completely not here. So, okay. I like the transgender piece. I like the Gothic vampire. I like the Animal Crackers movie poster. There's a couple others. I mean, there's a couple of little pieces that I just like how they came out, like the station inspector from Hugo.
Yeah. You like that one?
I like the Aragorn piece, but I also like the Gandalf piece. So, there's a couple pieces that I have up around the house that I really like.
Ryan says, my dad raised me on Monty Python and Gordon Lightfoot.
Oh, Gordon Lightfoot.
He has reviewed the Artex acrylic markers.
Yes, I've used them. I've done some shorts on them.
Yeah. Dennis asks, do you think because of biphobia the Viking isn't popular? Just my thoughts because I'm bi.
No. I think most people who see it don't know that they're bi. It's just the bisexual colors. Just like most people who buy the transgender poster and the lesbian posters don't know that they're that unless they watched me do it. They just like the art. I think it's just the fact that it's a guy with a long beard. Not everybody. I think if you have your choice between, that or, like something like this. I think I think long hair over long beard wins out just for whatever reason. But I don't think it had anything to do with them being bisexual. I'm not saying there aren't people who wouldn't, but I'm saying out of all of them, there was so much diversity in all of them. I think the people who liked the stuff knew about the diversity and embraced it. It was just, I think, that might not have been my best painting, is maybe it. I think had it been a woman with long flowing hair that that was bisexual, it would have maybe done a little better. I just don't think the men do.
Your women pieces do better than your men
I think
pieces.
The women pieces tend to do better. But I didn't want it to be all women, and so I tried to keep it as diverse as possible in that way too. But even so, the gay one didn't do as well. Again, being guys.
Yeah.
So I think there are some people who, when they draw men, they really come out. Like some people, you're like, I like the way you draw men better than the way you draw women. And for me, I think it's I like the way you draw women better than you draw men.
Yeah.
I think that's really all it is. And that's my shortcoming. Nothing to do with being bisexual. That was my shortcoming as an artist, is I don't draw men as well as I do women. Possibly.
Let's see. Gail says, I really, really love how you've captured the voluminous nature of the current hair you're working on. I can't stop staring at it. Trying not to sound creepy.
Oh, thank you, Gail.
You're funny.
No, I it's funny because I'm looking, I really feel like I need to kind of put this up on like an easel and stand back because I haven't been able to like really look at it as a whole piece yet. I'm only looking at small little sections as I go. But I think it's coming out okay. I think the next part is to just finish up the little transition of the hair and then do the background, and then the piece will be done. So maybe that'll be Friday. But
what day is it? Is it Wednesday already?
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Okay.
And I think we're done.
Pauline says, this may be heresy, but I think I prefer Scott painting in gouache due to the fact that it's so painterly. Truly, everything I know about gouache is because of Scott.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so sorry.
And sorry, I heard heresy spelled Hairessey. But I do love painting in gouache, and I like the painterly feel, and I like being able to get into this stuff and noodle it. I think when I do the watercolors, it's very graphical, and I like that as well. And so it just depends.
Different looks.
Yeah, they're different looks, and I think they're different moods, and I like that I have different things for different moods, But I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna go eat something.
Okay.
I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and we will see you on Friday.
Yeah.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. And we will see you on Friday.
All right.
All
Bye.
right, bye.